and welcome to video 14 of our facility security design series for cannabis production facilities. I'm Chris Besnoy, part of IceCan and of course host of Ice TV. Let's dive right in. Today we're going to talk about the destruction room. Not much to say here except for the fact that this particular design has an exterior door. So we're going to want to put a door contact on this door to be able to detect should somebody happen to breach the door. I wouldn't necessarily put access control on this door. The idea is that no shipper, no truck driver will ever step foot in the destruction area. It's really meant for cannabis to be thrown out or leave this area, not necessarily come back in. You could put access control on this door if you wanted to give the ability for staff to be able to throw out product and come back in. I do talk about GXP compliance in another video series I created, which is Facility Design 101, and why you could have a card reader there, but the chances are pretty good that at the end of the day, after you've done denaturing, you're going to throw this cannabis waste out, and then you're going to leave for the day, or you're going to come back into the facility, you're going to get regowned, and you're going to enter back in. That's a GXP compliance piece. I'd be mindful of how you are making sure that areas in your facility stay dirty or stay clean, and how the two shall never meet. Either way you look at it, I would put a door contact here because it is an exterior door. I would put a motion detector because, again, it is an exterior door protecting this area and detecting motion in the destruction room. I would definitely put a camera inside your destruction space. The reason being is that it is technically a controlled substance until you subject it to an approved substance. Sometimes it's kitty litter, sometimes it's cocoa, whatever you want. Sometimes it's incinerated. It is going to be technically considered cannabis until you denature it and make sure that it is not smokable, it's not usable, whatever. Either way, I would put a camera inside this space. You can even do 2 cameras for overlapping views. I wouldn't necessarily put an access control reader restricting access this way. Again, you could put one here if you really wanted to, but you're probably going to want to end up putting one here to do the same thing. I wouldn't necessarily even restrict access going this way. It is a denaturing area. Yes, it could be worth some money, but you don't necessarily need it. For all intents and purposes, I would put one here just because we're putting them all over the building. You might as well restrict access to the destruction room so that you know who's destroying and it's part of your denaturing process. You'll know who's coming to and from the secured storage or anywhere else in your facility. You'll know who's restricted access into space. You'll know who's coming into the destruction area to do denaturing. Again, sometimes it's a requirement for regulations. Sometimes you may want it, sometimes you may want. In this case, I would do it just because I did access control on almost every other door. Makes sense. Video surveillance, just be mindful of the shredders in this room. Be mindful it is a dirty process. Sometimes there's going to be shredded material everywhere. Sometimes you could put it in bins. There's going to be kitty litter. But generally speaking, it's okay to protect this room any way you deem fit. Access control, intrusion detection, video surveillance, pretty straightforward. Next up, we're going to go through the exterior of your site, a pretty important video to watch. We talk about fence lines if you have them, standoff distances, what the video surveillance cameras should look like, and that sort of thing. Pretty important video to watch. We'll see you then. This informative video was brought to you by IceCan.com, the industry's first marketplace for new and used equipment. Whether you're looking for brand new equipment for your cannabis venture, maybe you're looking for some used equipment, we can easily source that for you and ship it to you anywhere in the world, right to your front doorstep. Maybe you're looking for some services. We know a lot of great people in this industry. You've been around for the past 10 years. We can easily help you and refer you to anybody that you may need, whether it's advisory services, regulatory compliance, maybe you're looking for some funding for your cannabis venture. Either way you look at it, we can easily help source that consultancy or that service you may need. Once again, thanks for watching. This is Ice TV, brought to you by IceCan.com.